A Sasquatch is a cryptid that has been reported in the Pacific Northwest region of North America. The word Sasquatch is an anglicized derivative of the Halkomelem word Saskits, and it generally refers to an ape-like creature said to live in these regions. Sasquatches are also known as Bigfoots or Big Feet, and they have been reported in many countries other than Canada and the United States, including Australia, China, Russia, and Africa. Most eyewitness accounts describe Sasquatch as large, hair-covered hominids with a large head and face, a pointed nose and no visible ears. It stands 6 to 10 feet tall and has an ape-like build with powerful muscles throughout its body. Sasquatches are also said to be nocturnal creatures that avoid being seen by humans whenever possible, but will attack if provoked or threatened. You might have heard of it being called Bigfoot, but the name actually originated from the man who first saw the creature. The name Bigfoot came from footprints that were found and measured at 16 inches long. The first reported sighting of Bigfoot was in Washington in 1924 by two men working on a trail crew. They saw what they described as a large, hairy man-like creature, walking upright but hunched over like an ape. The men ran away and later told their boss about what they had seen. He did not believe them, so he went to look for the creature himself and found large tracks that measured 16 inches long. The track maker has never been captured or identified, but some people think it must be an undiscovered species, perhaps related to apes or humans. The height of Bigfoot is a matter of debate. The most famous and widely circulated photos, videos, and drawings of the creature all depict a figure between 6 and 10 feet tall. The first two pieces of Bigfoot footage were taken in 1967, one by Roger Patterson at Bluff Creek, California, and another by Bob Gimlin at Yakima River. Both show an ape-like entity with no neck that is clearly taller than an average man when standing in this position. In 1976, another film was shot by British wildlife photographer Ronald Montgomery showing an enormous dark man-like figure walking along some railroad tracks near Vernon in Northern California. This time the subject was 7 feet tall. There have been over 100 sightings of Bigfoot. Most of these sightings have occurred in the Pacific Northwest and more recently in other parts of the world. Bigfoot has been seen as far east as Florida and South Carolina to the west coast, where it was reportedly spotted by several witnesses near San Francisco shortly after World War II. To the north of this area, there are reports from Texas and Oklahoma, while to the south they can be found roaming around Louisiana. In addition to these sightings, Bigfoot has also been reported throughout Mexico and even Central America, where there have been reports of a large primate-like creature inhabiting remote areas. The first sighting, as we said, occurred in 1924, when Fred Beck claimed to have seen several Sasquatches throwing rocks at his cabin. This was the first time that a creature was given the name Sasquatch, which is a combination of two words, Sasqui and Tshachis. The name came from J.W. Burns, who was looking for a way to connect Native American legends with stories from other cultures about hairy creatures similar to apes. Some people think that Sasquatch might actually be a Neanderthal that's still alive today. The theory goes like this. We know from DNA evidence that the Neanderthals were not our direct ancestors. They're a different species from us, and they died out around 40,000 years ago. And yet, some people believe that these creatures are alive today in North America, hiding in the forests where they can't be seen by humans. But if you look at pictures of what a Neanderthal looked like compared to what Sasquatch looks like, the similarities can be striking. Have you or anyone you have known encountered a Sasquatch? Tell us about it in the comments below. Remember to like, comment, and share this video.